Hi there. Today I'm going to talk about a thing that I really enjoy, and that is peer feedback. My favorite learning approach, because I'm an instructional designer and I basically help teachers, instructors, lecturers in setting up their teaching in a way that it is fun for students, engaging, and also very rewarding for the lecturers themselves. It's a bit loud in my Zoom background, isn't it? Check this out. Helicopters everywhere, people going skiing. So my favorite learning approach is peer feedback. Peer feedback basically means students do not submit something that they produce directly to the teacher and then wait for the approval or a grade or maybe even some feedback, but they submit something and they are willing to let other students have a look at it and give their take on what they get out of the assignment. So what happens in peer feedback and how is it different? It's different from students just submitting an assignment because quite often they then just wait for approval. Was it okay? Was it good enough? Do I get a pat on the back? They usually recognize the grade as something that they've been striving towards too. Sometimes even feedback. But feedback is already late because you usually don't change the assignment. So in peer feedback, and now this is interesting, it starts a conversation about that product that students are developing. So they submit it, usually into a platform, and then it is distributed to other students. That can be quite random, and these other students then give feedback to the author of that product. And at the same time, the original author gets to see several other students' projects for review. So they see how others have approached it. They see differences, they get a feeling for creativity, they see how other students become creative about it, how they define the quality criteria of that assignment, and in providing detailed feedback that should be precise, constructive, and helpful, they really learn something that is relevant in the long run. Because giving feedback, being able to receive feedback and handling feedback also on an emotional level is something that is very relevant to learning. Bill Gates once said, feedback is the one thing that we need to learn and improve ourselves. Kind of like that, I'll find the quote. Other people have said, feedback, that's the breakfast of champions. And breakfast, that is basically my favorite meal of the day. I love breakfast. If you ever have the chance to work with peer feedback, give it a try. It really is something that's extremely helpful if you're involved actively and you learn to give feedback. It is something that has a benefit if you receive feedback from others that is timely, comes quickly, and that gives a reading impression from somebody who may not be the subject matter expert. And it can start this conversation to continuously improve your elements before you actually have a final submission at some point. I mean, in real life, do you really have final submissions? Sometimes, if you do project pitches, etc. But you do need to learn how to improve your work with feedback. And that's what I like about it. And that's what I try to bring to our lecturers, to install and implement in the classrooms, so that our students can really benefit from that approach, which is what is my favorite approach. All right, see you then. Bye-bye. And as you can imagine, one of the other favorite things that I can enjoy is the scenery behind me. Isn't that nice? In the sunshine, that's nice. There's snow. Welcome to the Swiss Alps. Welcome to the Engadine. Bye bye.